right, guys, we are down here at the shed, head of the Australian Supercross Championship. We have a local lad, Elijah, down here to show us his bike. That's why I'm sitting on my bike, the new 50 that I've just got. It's not quite my size, but hey, we've got to do what we've got to do. He's going to come in here and bring his bike in, so let's go see him. What's going on, man?
Oh, mate, hiya.
Good, how are you?
I'm good, mate. This one's more your size, you reckon?
A little bit.
Yeah? Nice.
All right, guys, we have Elijah here. Talk us through this bike, mate. It is an absolute masterpiece. Masterpiece? Is that right?
It's immaculate. It's immaculate. You can say
Exactly.
it's immaculate. This is my race bike for the Supercross series. This is a 2024 Yamaha YZ450. I've had this bike for a little while now, just sort of running it in and getting everything, all my parts and bits and pieces on there. But this is the thing. This is the bike I'll be racing Saturday night under the light. So excited.
You pumped?
I'm excited. I grew up watching Supercross inside the Entertainment Centre. Like the last time I was there was like 2005. I was a little kid watching in the stadium. So I'm excited to get in the stadium and just relive childhood memories in there, man.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm only new to like the moto scene. I've had a bike for, I don't know, maybe a year now, and I'm just loving it. And I went to the Supercross at the showgrounds last year, and I was just like, I was engulfed. I loved every bit of it, and I can't wait to sort of get there into the stadium and see what that's like. So and all the lads I've sort of ride with now, they're just sending me, when I bought the bike, sending me all the suspension and everything that I need. That I don't really need for what I do.
Hey, but mate, you know they say all the gear, no idea, mate.
Exactly, mate. I'm that guy.
Hey, if you can't win, you got to look good.
Exactly right.
That's kind of my motto. If I'm not going to win the race, I at least got to look the best. And I think I've won so far.
Exactly.
So,
that's half the battle is looking good. But, all right, let's talk through it. So, what's the difference from this bike and one that you'll just go to Yamaha and buy?
To be honest, not a whole lot really. Being a privateer, obviously we're on a budget. We don't have the budgets of the big teams, but pretty much straight up, probably the most obvious thing will be the exhaust system. You can see it's an aftermarket exhaust system, HDS. Massive thanks to Limestone Coast Motorcycles, who has actually helped me out getting this.
Killer.
So that's probably the most obvious thing. And then we've got the triple clamps here. Same offset as standard, just a bit better, more rigid. For Supercross, obviously, there's so much impact going through the forks. So having rigidity in the forks and in the clamps is really important. So the clamps, better wheels. Supercross, again, wheels are taking a beating. If you're running bad wheels, you'll end up with flat spots and loose spokes and all that. So just the wheels, the pipe, the clamps. Obviously, personal preference with my bar setup and where I put my levers. And then just to finish it all off is just the graphics kit and seat cover, and we're pretty good to go. We obviously change the internals of the suspension that you can't see. And with the Supercross setup, you got to have it really stiff and pretty firm for all the hits that we're taking. So, these springs are weighted for like 120, 130 kilo rider, and I'm only, not even 80 kilos. So that's sort of the forces that we're
kind of like set up for meat.
Yeah, pretty much. It'd probably be dialed. We'd have to take it for a ride later and see. But other than that, we changed the gearing a little bit for Supercross, especially inside the entertainment centre. It's going to be super tight. You really want that power and that punch off the bottom to get out of these tight turns. So we go up a few teeth on the rear sprocket just to give us that little bit extra off bottom.
That is big, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think standard's a 49 tooth, that's a 52.
Yeah, wow.
I sort of vary, I sort of go between 51, 52, depending on track size and stuff like that. And then some fresh rubber on there, and she's pretty much ready to go, mate. These bikes are you've ridden a 450, they're fast. You don't necessarily need more power. You need usable power.
True.
So you're not really chasing more power. You're just trying to put the power in different spots and change that with ignition and stuff like that. She's a beast, and I think we're ready to go.
Well, that's it. You got fresh tires, so these are the ones he's using. So there's no burnouts today, unfortunately.
Sorry, guys.
That's my fault. I should have told him, but no, this is unreal. So how'd you get into it to start with? I know you obviously sort of come through. You said as a kid you went to the entertainment centre to sort of watch it. So was that the trigger that was just this is what I want to do?
I actually grew up on a farm in the southeast. So we had bikes. Dad had bikes basically from when I was born. I was on bikes. So that's originally how I got into it, just from a kid. And local hero Andy Caldecott, I don't know if you've heard of Andy Caldecott, used to race Dakar and off-road and safari races and stuff like that. So he was the local legend, and we looked up to him, and he got us our first bikes and stuff like that. So it all started from there. And then the passion for Supercross really, like you said, coming from watching the entertainment centre, that would have been my first Supercross live, seeing it in person. So, just seeing how cool it was in the stadium and all the people around, that kind of sparked that interest. It's sort of, years down the track. I've been doing it for a long time now, and you know, still love it just as much as I did when I was a kid, and yeah, we're still going strong. Take your sweet ass blue boots off.
Like, imagine if like a bike was that big. Do they all have like this thing for the fuel cap, or is that
only
just
the Yamahas?
Only Yamahas.
Yeah, so the Yamaha airbox is actually up the front there.
Oh,
so
true.
like that's it's a bit dirty at the moment, but your air filter's up here because it's like front. So the Yamaha motors are tilted backwards.
Yeah, and the exhaust is
the exhaust comes out the other end, it wraps around. Your airbox there, and then your fuel tank's under there.
Yeah, right.
So it's all like tilted back motor, like straight intake there. When you hear it, like, I mean, I don't want you, if you can start it and hear it, but you can hear it whistling because it's like the intake noise.
Yeah, okay.
So when you ride, you can really hear them like drawing in the air.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's cool. Yamaha they've done that for ages, but it works. So I got other levers, my other levers I got to put on there, but other than that, she's pretty much ready to race.
Oath. Oh, that's ripping me pants a bit more.
Another rip.
Yeah, well, I can't afford anything else because look at all the shit I've got here. They're broken.
That's
actually, the BMW actually works, but I stole the battery. It's in that, so not much that works around here. Sim works all right, so it's about can't drive that though.
This thing works all right.
Yeah,
this thing works
exactly.
all right. Yeah.
I mean,
Yamahas, mate.
Yeah, exactly. All right, a massive thanks to Elijah for coming down and showing us his bike. Remember, guys, this Saturday night, limited tickets, and if you buy a ticket, you go into the draw to win a CRF 110. I'm definitely going, so I can't wait to see this man rip around the track. So get around the 82, guys, and hopefully we'll see you there. Cheers.
Cheers.